are doing a event with our precious Rebekah Price. Rebekah Price has been part of the Hangar9 family for well over 10 years now. And we love her, not only her enthusiasm, but her creativity and of course her gems. Nothing puts you in a better mood than looking at the Rebekah Price jewelry. Rachel here is going to be my model, and Rebekah, if you're there, tell us about your inspiration this year and what we can expect from your collection.
For sure. First of all, thank you so much for hosting this exciting Zoom event. You know, it's always an adventure coming to London, whether it's a snowstorm or an exciting drive. And, you know, I'm so grateful that you're accommodating circumstances, and I'm so happy to be with everybody. I love London so much, and I appreciate all my friends in London. So just to get into the new collection, you know, it's very interesting creating a collection during a pandemic. And we were about halfway through the collection in terms of production when COVID hit, and you sort of have to realign yourself and think, what is it that I'm trying to achieve here, and what is it that, you know, I want people to get out of this collection? Our frames of mind are totally in a different space, and I think, you know, what's positive from something that's so challenging is that we're forced to really dig deep and figure out what it is that we want and what it is that we want people to achieve. And so with that being said, I made a decision to really hone into the collection and go back to the basics. And when I say go back to the basics, it's really about, number one, feeling comfortable with what it is that you wear. We are acting differently, we're going to places differently or not going to places, but at the same time, we still want to feel great about ourselves and, you know, feel beautiful. And with that being said, you want to be able to manifest in a way that is not just a little bit extra, but that works with your lifestyle, works with working from home, or, you know, maybe not being so much in the car, but taking walks and seeing people more, whatever it is. And so we built a collection that, number one, focused on primary colors and what I like to call grounded glam. Not everybody is really in a frame of mind to be necessarily out there, but at the same time, you really want to feel good. And I think it's important, and I've stressed this so many times in my social media, that, you know, you have to get dressed every single day, because it's not about just the way you physically look, but it's about the way you mentally feel. And I think that, you know, whether it's putting on a little bit of makeup or those earrings to really spice up your energy, you have to do it because it certainly makes a difference. So this season, we started off with, I'm just going to show you like the idea here of going back to basics, but it's so not a basic. Like, yes, it's primary colors and it goes with everything in your wardrobe, but it's about a feeling that you get from it. It's a presence. It's a security, you know, taking an emerald stone and feeling solid in your own space and confident. And so that's really what we're trying to convey to our clients. And I think it's working. We've gotten a fabulous response so far.
Just to jump in again, and I just want to reiterate what Rebekah was saying, because here at Hangar9, we feel the exact same way, that, you know, especially during COVID, you just want to get up and you want to feel good, because sometimes good isn't happening around you. And this is one easy way just to put a smile on your face and make you feel like you can conquer the day, even though the day could be a little bit challenging.
Certainly, Lisa. And, you know, it's funny because you find yourself doing a Zoom call very often, whether it's even a meeting for work or an appointment or an assessment or a doctor's appointment. We really are so focused on this more than ever. There's so little distraction. And I think that's why it's important, because we're really pushing ourselves to come out of our comfort zone. Not everybody's comfortable with the whole technological aspect. And I think, you know, in order for you to feel at peace, it's so important to put on jewelry, like specifically that you feel great in, so that when you're having a back and forth, you can feel really confident about, you know, how you look and what you say.
Exactly. And it's all about being confident. It helps you get through the day, and stepping out, like you said before, stepping a little bit out of your comfort zone, just to try something new and different. You know, trying does not hurt, and it can be a wonderful thing. It's kind of like trying a new ice cream color or an ice cream flavor. You don't know you don't like it until you try it. The collection this year is absolutely stunning. I love, if we zoom into the earrings that Rachel's wearing, I just love the simplicity of them. I would love, of course, real diamonds this size, but this is the next best thing. And I think these are an earring that you could just wear every day. And because of the size of it, they're not too big, but they're definitely not too small. And if Jared just zoomed out a bit, just with Rachel's simple outfit, the classic jacket, a black t-shirt, and how the earring just adds that sparkle to the face. I was replying to a question earlier today about Rebekah's jewelry and about the Rivolis. And Anna Wintour has worn Rivolis for the last 30 years. And she wears multiples of them. And she is the most heavily photographed woman in the world, and asked why she wears a Rivoli every day. Not only has it become one of her signature looks, but her main comment was the shine and the sparkle that it adds to her complexion. Being so heavily photographed, she feels that it's almost like she has a constant spotlight on her complexion all the time. And in doing a Zoom meeting, kind of a cosmetic trick is they want you to have a really moistured face. So they want you to add cream or add an essential oil to your skin so you have that glow. So Rivolis in that tone will actually help in a Zoom call to add a pleasant and a complimentary reflection against the skin.
That's such an interesting fact. You know, also, so many people are wearing a lot of casual wear these days. You see, you know, cashmere two pieces or hoodies and sweats or jeans and a sweatshirt. And this is that perfect piece to complement even casual wear. You know, long gone are those days where you're restricted to a formal piece. This is something that will take a very casual look and just take it up an extra notch. So it's interesting. The pieces that you have here are brand new to the Rivoli collection. And I want to just tell you a little bit about them, if you don't mind. I just want to hone into the camouflage one. This is called the Zelda Rivoli necklace. And I think it is such a great piece for every day, but really for now, it's the army, it's the fighter, it's getting through the challenges in the most beautiful of ways. I'm so enamored by the olivine crystal and the beautiful graphite, and all these colors here, believe me, are very neutral. The same way you would wear a camouflage print with everything. Like, your face just changed. It has escalated 10 notches with this necklace. So beautiful. Even across the screen, I see the sparkle. So for those of you who are new to the brand, number one, all of the pieces are manufactured in Italy. Secondly, these stones are all Swarovski crystal, and that's why you're getting that beautiful sparkly effect. And so, like, this piece to me is just so spectacular. It looks so gorgeous on you, Rachel, because it's, you know, it's a pattern, but it's a neutral pattern. Okay, that's the honey necklace. I'm actually wearing this one now. And, you know, again, we wanted to give you what works for you. We've been doing extremely well with these larger stones. You'll notice in comparison to the Rivoli, it's a couple sizes larger. But again, it's interesting, it's a pattern, it's neutral. Everything is set in a gold. Gold is where it's at this season, and it's pretty much not going anywhere. It's been here last season, this season, and I think gold really retains a lot of value, and people feel solid in it, to be honest. And so some of the colors from the Zelda necklace are picked up in the larger stone necklace, which is called Honey. And it's honey because it really flows. It goes with pretty much every outfit that you're wearing. And the stones that you're looking at here have a real specific shimmer to them. There's a golden shadow, which has a special coating. There's a silver shade, which is not a clear white crystal, but again, it has this like magical look to it, and then the silver night. And this is that piece that will last you all year round. And that's what we're looking for, practical pieces. That's what COVID has brought us down to, practicality. You know,
What I love too is the layering. So it's funny how I'm going to take the larger one off and just leave the small, the original or the classic on, Rachel. A lot of customers for the first time put this on and they're like, oh, you know, it's so much and it sparkles and I don't know if I can wear it like that. And then all of a sudden, about 10 minutes later, I slip on the second one, and whether it be the same size or the larger, and then all of a sudden they're like, oh, I like that better. I think I could do that. Because this is a case where I think the layering is stunning. Although it's like a Starbucks coffee, you can go and order your own, you know, what you feel comfortable doing. But I love the fact that you can take colors from past, which I have like some of the older colors on, the pink and the multi. But this year I've added the clear, but I also have a black and white, which looks fabulous with it too. So, and that's fun. So you can kind of create your own combination. There's no wrong. There's only right in this situation where you can add new colors with old colors and update your Rivoli look.
for sure. It's a classic piece. This is a piece that will not go out of style. And I love how you just described that, Lisa. You're so on point. It's about creating a personal story that makes sense with your wardrobe. So, you know, for example, just before we conclude on the Zelda necklace, like I have really emphasized the olive necklace, the graphite. I can pull it out really quickly and just show you what I mean. But those are the colors that truly speak the season. And even though they may be older, we look at them as classic. These are those colors. So even if you were to mix, let's say, bracelets in these colorations and have that Zelda necklace on with it, it's creating a different type of story.
And here is the beautiful earring. So it's kind of like your Rivoli's gone to your ear. So we've got and they come in multiple collections, different colors. So we have the beautiful Zelda collection. We've got the blue family, and then we have the pink and the amber family. And I love the look of a big, huge, chunky sweater, a great pair of jeans, a boot, but then the Rivoli earring. It just, you know, for daytime, it just adds fun. It looks like you're going to have a good time.
You know what, Lisa, it's a great conversation piece. You know, our number one sellers right now are earrings and necklaces, especially because that's what's getting all the attention right here. So even when you're in a conversation, you cannot help but look at those earrings. The ones that you just pointed out are actually all in ombre, so your eye is just flowing from top to bottom. And I hope the other person can concentrate on the conversation, because I think they're really eye stoppers. They're beautiful show stoppers.
I love these ones too, because they're kind of like this colorway that I'm wearing right now is almost like monochromatic with the gold. Like it's very, as Lisa was saying before, like complementary to, you know, any skin tone.
Definitely.
It's just fresh looking.
Yeah.
Yes, those are.
And I can't tell you how many times I've been in a restaurant or, you know, in a room pre-COVID at events, and how people literally have gotten out of their chair to come over and say, oh my God, I just can't stop staring at your necklaces, or, oh my gosh, I love how your necklaces sparkle. And you know, it's lovely that women, you know, feel confident enough to compliment other women. But it's funny how literally they'll get out of their chair to come over and tell me how they love these necklaces. And what's great about them is, you know, Rachel and I are both in t-shirts and jackets today. And you know, you don't have to be going anywhere special. You can wear them with a t-shirt, you can wear them with a sweatshirt, you can wear them, you know, when we get back to fundraisers, to black tie events, to weddings. And it's great because it's one piece of jewelry that hits all of your lives.
Absolutely. You can also poke them out of your mask and they will still make a presence.
I know.
They're beautiful.
The next piece that I'm totally in love with is this piece here.
Oh yeah, Lisa, I actually thought you'd be wearing this piece tonight.
I know. Well, it's because I needed to show it. Yeah, I know. I'm obsessed with this. So it looks like you're wearing multi-level, and everybody knows that gold chains are a statement piece for the season. It is very on cue with all the trends that are happening. And you don't know if you want to take those off. Yeah. This one, you know, with that single is very ladylike, very, to me, it's vintage, it's kind of like old world glam. It looks like it could be a piece that is an heirloom that's been passed down generations. It's very ladylike, but yet with the chunky gold chain, it has an edge to it.
Absolutely. And, you know, we're seeing, like you said, the chains everywhere. But what this makes this piece a little bit more interesting and different than most is you'll notice that the chains are all sized differently. There's 3 different layers here. So we did the layering for you. Instead of you trying to figure out exactly where to put your extension chain, we created one piece that gives an illusion of layering. And it's so beautiful because the pearls really meet at an interesting segue. And that's what it's about. It's about, actually, if you really want to know the inspiration, it's about going with the flow and celebrating the unexpected, because that is what life is. It is unexpected. And a piece like this truly exemplifies that. I'm actually pulling it out with you just so you could see what I'm referring to here. The 3 different chains where the pearls meet. Now, you should also note that these pearls are Swarovski coated pearls. And they're the perfect size pearl. I just love the size of them because they're substantial, not too small, but they certainly make a presence.
And I know I had a customer email me earlier with a question about matching. So, of course, there is the matching. Oh, I was gonna say, I thought you maybe put it. And do you have to match your earring to your necklace?
You know, it's such a personal feeling. Generally, I'm not a matchy person, and you will notice on the runways, there's a lot of asymmetry happening still. It's a big thing. But with a piece like this, to be honest with you, when you think of pearls, you think of a woman wearing a pearl necklace and a matching pearl pair of earrings. So I really think it depends not only on your comfort level, but on the piece. I would personally put it together with another pearl piece. But with that being said, other necklaces, I could play around a little bit.
And that's it. Again, back to the comment where I think you play with your jewelry and you create your own combination. So it becomes very personalized. Like you said, you probably have never arrived here wearing 2 matching pieces, you know, because your look is very eclectic, which is really fun and inspirational. But with this necklace, I think the matching earring is very pretty with it. I mean, the necklace is called Charlotte, and to me, with the matching earring, it is a very Charlotte look because it's a very delicate, very pretty look. I also think it keeps it dressed. So if you want to wear this combination, maybe something very special, it with the matching earring, it does create a very special look. But on the other hand, going back to that original earring that Rachel had on, it would also work and, you know, create your own very eclectic look, very curated look, and there's no wrong.
Absolutely. And I think it's interesting to mix different shapes. I think it's a lot of fun to put a round stone with an emerald cut. Again, it really comes down to your comfort level. It's a little bit edgier like this. You know, the earring that Rachel's wearing right now comes in a clear crystal, and it also comes in a light Colorado topaz, which is
this pet?
it's almost the same color as the metal, but it's crystal. And it's that subtle reference to the glam that makes it so easy to wear. So, you know, again, are you a more contrasted person, or do you, you know, prefer to have something more tone on tone? We give you all the options. And I always say this joke, Lisa, I cook the same way. I make a million dishes. Someone's going to be happy.
And that's exactly it. And you can see just by Rachel's changing out the earrings, how the look does change. And all of them are great. It's just that what do you prefer?
For sure.
Because they're all fabulous. But I think this is a great new piece. I probably forgot to mention, we have all these pieces on our online that are available to purchase at any time tonight after you can go on and zoom in and view each piece on our hangar9.ca website, and of course on there as well is all of the Rivoli colors, so you can do some mixing and matching, pull out your existing Rivolis and see what new colors you can add to them to create a new collection, or look at the larger stone. Now, the larger stones don't, correct me if I'm right, Rebekah, the larger stones don't come in all the colors.
No, we're limited into the options for the larger stones, but I want to point out that sweet, gorgeous Rivoli on the bottom there, because she's a new girl. Yeah, her name is Ash. And I think this piece really is spectacular. I personally love blue. I love mixing blues and blacks together. My mother taught me at the very young age of, I don't even know what, that Chanel mixes blues and blacks, so you can too. And I think this is a very, I don't want to say forgiving piece, but a very easy piece to wear. You'll notice the topaz color, and I think the pop out of these colors together is sensational. Topaz is a beautiful, rich color that is seen all over the runways right now. If you look into stores, in your beautiful store, I'm sure that, you know, there's beautiful sweaters and whatnot that are really big in this coloration. And so what we did here was, again, try to create an interesting story, a coloration, a pattern that still is interesting but is neutral. Something that may be a little bit unexpected, but when you put it on, you're like, oh my God, how did I ever live without this piece? This is that piece to me. I have not had a hard time selling the other Rivoli. Everybody gets it, but this is truly, in my opinion, the underdog here. It's a fantastic piece that should certainly get attention as well. And you'll note also that this is set in the gold plating also. So it has that rich coloration.
These colors remind me of the ocean. So when you go snorkeling or scuba diving and you go down into the coral reef, it kind of, all of these colors, the colors of the fishes and the corals and the ocean and that amber color are so beautiful together.
Yeah, I love the blue.
Yeah, the blue is really accentuated here because we gave you different shades. There's so many different shades of each color, but when you put them together, I think that's really magical.
Yes.
And that topaz really helps you appreciate each color in there.
Now I want to talk about the next necklace, which I call it the baby. because this almost seems like it shouldn't be in the collection. It's so, I mean, I love it. It's so dainty, but I love it. And I think this for the young, because I know this, if you have a Christmas, need a Christmas idea for a young girl, you know, high school age, I think this, or younger, I think this is such a great piece because it's so dainty. It still has the sparkle of the larger Rivolis, but I just love the baby Rivoli.
Yeah, they're like chiclets. You just want to
So cute.
like divine. So this necklace is Teresa, and I called her Teresa like Mother Teresa. She's just perfect. Everything about her, she's really in touch with nature. The chain itself is so beautiful and detailed. Mine is like, though it is small, if you do look a little bit closer into it, you'll notice it almost feels like a rope texture. And then even though you have those little like mini Rivolis, as you call them, little chiclets, it's a little ombre effect. And I love that interesting pattern. It's playful, and that's what we need. We need something that's a little bit whimsical right now, a little light and airy.
I think this would be a wonderful necklace if you do have a lot of, say, good jewelry that you've acquired over the years, but sometimes it just seems like it's not enough anymore. This would be a great piece added to, say, a diamond pendant or a pearl necklace, or some other gold pieces or silver pieces that you have at home that you just want to kind of funk up a bit. It would be an easy piece to add to some really good gold jewelry that you already have.
For sure. And, you know, very often, Lisa, people ask, like, what necklaces are safe to wear with big earrings? Because there's rules. You shouldn't wear big earrings and big necklaces, even though I've never followed those rules. This is the necklace that is a little bit more forgiving because it is a statement piece, but it's a more subtle one. So
Exactly.
you could wear a larger earring with it if you wanted to. I think you ladies.
So here is the Rivoli earring that you could complement with the, you know, if you didn't like the larger Rivoli with the larger earring, you wanted something more subtle. So instead of the statement necklace, here's the statement earring, but just with a very subtle complement necklace.
Definitely. I love how you pulled that out together. See, I get inspired by you, Lisa, because you're such a visionary. I think, you know, that's a great idea to really amplify the coloration. I feel like we're playing chess right now. I pulled out these earrings, which, you know, are really focusing on the red hue because there's a lot of red this season. You're noticing little pockets of red in the collection, and I love the pave, which is emphasized on the top portion of the earring, and then you have that classic red Rivoli, which will of course make sense with a necklace like that. And you'll notice they just sit exactly in the right spot. They're a really nice little statement fun earring.
Now we're going to again add layers. Whoops.
Oh, this is the best.
Yeah, sorry. We need to cut her ponytail. And what's nice about the necklaces is there's a chain at the back, so you can layer either on top. I would probably move the baby on top here, or if you don't like that layering where they lay on top of each other, you can use the extra chain at the back and extend it. So you can, again, create your own look where this one then falls right underneath, and it actually looks all like one necklace, but it's actually the two. And I love that look too. So this one here, we're bringing back in the trend of the chunkier gold chain with the baguette size Rivolis instead of the round. And I love this combination as well. And this is completely new.
Yes, this is new. I'll just briefly tell you the inspiration on this because it's so raw, it's so real. You know, I keep talking about the chains symbolizing the strength that we need to have. And, you know, with that being said, this is a true celebration to life. This is a reminder that with the challenges that come your way, it almost looks like the baguettes are little pieces of confetti that I blew on the chain and it landed on there.
Yeah.
That's cute.
I hate to get a little, you know, artsy on you, but the idea here was really to take those basic primary colors and celebrate life. Like, this is what it's about. You know, we are in such an interesting predicament in our lives right now, and you can easily channel your energies into very positive spaces when wearing a piece like this. And it's not only for yourself, Lisa, but I guarantee you that whoever is looking at something like this will be uplifted, because this is really pure joy. That's the idea of the feeling.
And it's all about just putting a smile on your face. It's you know, it's not something that we necessarily need right now, but when you look at them, you definitely want them. And for the Zoom meetings, and you know, yeah, you'll have to watch that. People don't just stare at your necklace and your earrings and kind of forget what you say. But it's definitely beautiful, little bit of girl, and definitely a vote of confidence.
And you know what, also very valuable. I mean, baguettes are a unique stone, and to have colored Swarovski baguettes that really play so well with this chain is very rare and hard to find. So it's, I think, a very special piece. That is why it's considered a collection piece. You won't find this really anywhere.
And this is the Fiona by herself.
Yes. Gorgeous. I love the size of the chain also. It's such
Yes, I do too.
piece. It's not too heavy, but yet it still makes a significant impact when you're wearing it.
And it's that fine mixture between feminine and masculine, because definitely the chain can come across a little bit, but when you put the baguettes and all the bright colors, it adds that little feminine touch.
Exactly. I love that. Well said.
And something new and that we all need right now, especially me, that is the glass chain.
Yes.
So cool.
Oh, thank you. We have really performed so well with the glasses chain. Isn't that gorgeous on you? That's the Kiara glass chain, and you'll notice that these are beveled stones. So they will not wreck your clothing, they will not pull your hair, which we're all very sensitive to. And it's just a beautiful crystal array in the subtle gold metal. Now, if you decided for whatever reason that you didn't want to emphasize the crystals, which to me would make no sense, but you could put it on backwards and just focus on the gold. It's done so well, it's light, and it is all the rage right now. That looks really lovely on you. It looks so nice even with that beautiful Emerson earring.
It's a great piece.
You know, we
And
have our masks,
then,
our
and the,
glasses. You don't want to lose your things. It's so important to just.
that's exactly it. It's time efficient too, because your glasses now are always on you. Because I'm at that age where I need glasses just to read, but I don't need them for distance. And everybody can attest here that I'm constantly, where's Lisa's glasses? Where's Lisa's glasses? So now I can wear my glasses, and no one has to spend any time looking for them. I love them. I love this chain.
Yeah, so fun.
That is beautiful. We also have another chain that is not emphasizing the crystals, but it's just chain. And I think it's called the Jasper. I'm pretty sure you guys have it. And if you don't, then you can order it from Accents, and we will make sure of that. But
So then that will just, yeah, without the crystals.
exactly, it's just a textured chain, and it's in a gold. I'm obviously a big fan of the crystals. I think if you can add an extra bit of light, then why not? But there's always an option.
I agree with you.
And look, it turns into a necklace. It's just like another.
For sure.
So much fun.
And you have to make sure to pull the rubber all the way down, and you.
Yes. All the way down. It goes down here.
Exactly. Exactly. It's one of those little details that I would have told our ladies at the trunk show. So I'm glad I have the opportunity to mention it.
There we go.
There we go.
Better. There we go.
That statement piece. That's beautiful. Looks really lovely. You can get it with your sunglasses too.
And last but not least, this is Emerson. And here we have, okay, should take all that off. Here we go. Now this is the Rivoli, but with the baguette size stones.
Yes, they're an emerald cut stone.
Emerald cut. Oh, and I need to take that.
And they match the earrings too. They have the same
Yes.
stones and same size as the earrings.
This is such a beautiful piece. I don't even have one. Our sample's gone. This is the piece that you can wear on its own. You can wear it with almost every single necklace, Lisa, that you pulled out tonight, whether it's
Yes.
that accentuates the red or the emerald or the Montana. This is, to me, a basic necessity, and that's what it's about. Exactly. Mixing
there
it with
it is with the Teresa.
exactly. It is
What about with the Rivoli?
Definitely.
most
With
definitely.
the different stone shape?
And you know, that's also what Anna Wintour is famous for. She loves to put together the different shapes. It's really about creating dimension. That's gorgeous. I might even slip a white crystal Rivoli with that, or a silk. It doesn't necessarily have to be the exact color from the emerald, but something that just has a similar coloration. Also, this piece has a lobster clasp and an extension chain. So you could, oh, that's amazing. Is that the silk, Lisa?
Yes.
I love that because it's, you know, similar to the topaz, but not exactly. So it really brings it together quite nicely. I love that. And you know, you're supposed to just look like you just woke up like this. You know, it's not supposed to sit perfectly. It's supposed to just create a bit of a story of its own.
Exactly. And laying on top of each other does that. Now, what's nice about these other, like we talked about with the extension cord, if you prefer that they kind of lay, the other necklaces lay inside, they can do that. But with the extension cord, then you have that option. But the Rivolis I think look great in a cluster.
Most definitely. And also, if you are interested in getting an extension chain for your Rivolis, that's something people can order from the store as well, if they want to extend it.
And it's a little piece, a little chain that just fits in the back.
Exactly. It has that extra toggle closure, which is
Now I know, Rebekah, you said that you wouldn't always go for a matching set, but just to show that, you know, if the I was gonna say they cut that necklace, the Emerson necklace, comes in earrings as well, like drop earrings.
Exactly. And those earrings have actually received a lot of press this season. You
Yes.
can really choose whichever color it is you want to accentuate. They are so beautiful and they're not heavy. You could wear them all day. You wouldn't even know they're in your ears. I do want to say one more thing about the Rivolis, because the Rivolis are, you know, we call it the Rivoli Revolution because, you know, I like to emphasize it's supposed to make positive change. It's supposed to make you feel good from your day to day. Recently, we've been actually taking our Rivolis and wrapping them on our ankles as anklets. And I kid you not, anklets are so huge right now, especially if you're at home or, you know, very casually rolling up the cuff of your denim. And then you can literally take a Rivoli necklace and wrap it twice around your ankle. It's a really fun look.
That's so fun. I wouldn't have thought about that. That's cute.
It's endless with the Rivoli.
And We have these really cute, which everybody
These are
who
my
joined us
favorite.
tonight is a star. But we have the Haley earring, which is the star. And I think these are just fun, everyday earrings. Again, they're super light. They're on a European French clip, so they're very easy to wear. And again, with all the beautiful cashmere sweaters, the big chunky sweaters, these are just fun earrings, and
Actually,
very unexpected. Kind of brings us back to our youth, I think.
definitely. And you know, a star is representative of hope and dreams and goals. And I think that's what we really need to emphasize on right now. And that to have that childlike feeling is just so refreshing and wonderful. Now, these earrings are a little bit more metal than crystal, but that slight crystal on each point of the star is just so detailed and beautiful, and it makes it a very casual, easy piece to wear. It's not heavy at all.
No, I think they're just fun.
And that's what it's about.
And I never even thought about, but yes, we dream upon, you know, we cast our dreams upon a star, and
Absolutely. And the star is hope. And that's what we hold close to us right now. I've always loved stars. You'll see them more in the collection. I love hearts. And I just think it's portrayed so well, even with all the collection pieces. Even if you were to wear a piece like that with the Charlotte necklace, it's that gold metal, which just really rolls over the entire collection. It gels so nicely.
now second thing I forgot to mention, we have a chat. So if anybody has any questions for Rebekah, you can enter them in the chat box, and Rachel is standing by, and she will let us know of any questions.
Yeah, so far no questions for Rebekah, other than, you know, just where can we shop, which we're directing everyone to the website, so that's awesome. So the links are in the chat box if you would like to take another browse or a closer look at any of the items, and their prices are all there as well. But yeah, just last call for any questions for Rebekah while we have her.
Amazing. And, you know, while we're looking at also like the multi-abilities, if anybody's curious, we do have earrings available in nearly all the colors. Most of them, they come in studs, they come in drops. Those are fantastic earrings over there. I believe they're the Gina's. It's that little red baguette at the end that's just so remarkable. It's a cushion cut stone. Those are gorgeous for holiday. They're easy for every day. Just something a little bit different, but yet unique, you know?
Amazing. And then just one final thing, like a little tip or trick that I learned was that you can actually connect two Rivolis together to make one long 35-inch kind of looking layering piece. So that's another little tip.
Yes, that's actually a tip that I learned in your store. I thought it was a lot of fun because you can actually color block two of your favorite pieces. You can even go so far as to mix your metals and be a little bit more daring. And you know, now that we're using our time a little differently, it's fun to go through your jewelry collection, see what you have, see how you can reinvent it, see how you can be creative and mix it with new pieces. Because, you know, that's really what it's about. It's about having fun and keeping it real. See, that's amazing. And you know what, Lisa, that is a style that we're seeing all over in the fashion industry, even with a cardigan, half of it being white, half of it being a silk color. That's a really dynamic way to wear your Rivolis.
And really nice if you have a turtleneck sweater, because, you know, with the Rivolis, the turtleneck might be too tight, but now that you can extend them like this, it'd be great on a big chunky sweater with a turtleneck.
For sure. That's an amazing point you're making too. Like today I'm actually wearing a turtleneck and I'm wearing the honey necklace, and I'm just, you know, very subtly putting it over my turtleneck, and it works. And all of these pieces can be worn with fall and winter wear. It's very easy when you have an extension chain to just layer it on, and it's, you know, it's comfortable and it's glamorous at the same time.
Well,
Okay, and oh, sorry, I was just going to say we're getting a lot of questions kind of pertaining to the holidays. So maybe, Rebekah, could you just give us one key holiday look this season, considering the environment? We'll probably be entertaining at home, close with family, maybe even virtually. What would be your go-to look this holiday season?
You know, I think it's so important to feel happy this season. So if it's going to be an amazing pair of a statement earring that, you know, brings out a really great vibe from you, then that's what you should wear. If you feel that, you know, layering your Rivolis in multiple colors is going to evoke a certain happiness, I would certainly recommend that, because ultimately whatever you put on is going to come out and project to other people. I love all these pieces. I think it's a really special collection, not just because they're my babies, but because, you know, I'm a consumer also, and I want to give you, I think, what you need and what you want. And these pieces certainly speak to our lifestyle and speak to fashion, and they're beautiful, amazing pieces. And they're priced so well for what they are.
yes,
Say that.
definitely.
I'm a very competitive young lady, and I do know that you're getting a lot of value for your pieces, and we take that into account.
Well, Rebekah, I want to thank you so much for joining us and you know, on this new format, which we're still all trying to get used to. Of course, we would love to see everybody in store so we can show you the pieces. The pieces are all here, so feel free to come into the store and see them for yourself, but they are available to view online at hangar9.ca. And anyways, Rebekah, we love you, and thank you for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me. It's a real blessing to partner up with you, Lisa, and your stores. You know, we offer luxury together, and it's such a beautiful synergy. And I'm so grateful that we have the opportunity to connect even on a Zoom level. So virtual hugs to everybody. I truly love all of you, and I hope to see you real soon. Please stay in touch.
Thank you.
Rebekah.
And thanks everybody for joining.
Thank you so much. Have a great evening.